They obviously fear his Vayne and Jinx.
Yeah.
Is that his only two mains for ADC, or does he play others?
To my knowledge, those are his only two mains.
And I do know in the past that Lemonade was actually a really strong mid laner. But
Oh, guys,
shifted away.
we got some picks coming in.
You guys, I believe that's an Anivia jungle. I have a feeling.
I think you're right, because I think you're right on that. And
And I do know actually for a fact that Lemonades has stated that one of his strongest carries on AD carry is actually Graves.
Hold up. We need to say something real quick. Blue team, who is Dank Fire Drafts, versus the other team's name.
Team Scrub Lords.
Team Scrub Lords is red, and this is game 1. So that is a mid. I'm sorry. That's a mid. Blue Zephyr is going mid. There's no other place you can go.
I'm pretty sure that that's actually a support Bel'Koz.
Really? You sure?
I have a feeling. that that's a support Bel'Koz.
I can provide some insight on this. I was talking with the other team previously. AVZ is actually a main mid laner, and Anivia is actually one of his strongest champions. He's like the top 50 or 60 in the world on Anivia.
Number 56.
But he is jungling because Elephant Guy is actually a main jungle, and he is playing mid instead. They have swapped roles for this tournament.
These are basically pity picks. They have called out the other team, and, well, they're prepared to dance.
So we're going to see how this works out. We got Lee Sin coming in for the jungle, and Sona with Raichu Swag coming in, looks like to be the support. And we actually got a last minute change to Rek'Sai.
I will say this, with Raichu Swag, prepare to see the weirdest Sona you've ever seen. There will be weird items bought, weird tactics used, because normally he is a troll player. So just prepare to see him tower dive every once in a while.
He is actually a good Sona, though. I have played with him personally on Sona before.
And you also have the fact that Sona just scares the crud out of me. It does.
And that Udyr, I heard them talking about this earlier. That Udyr, to my knowledge, is very scary.
Really?
Yes.
Well, Udyr in general is very scary. If I met somebody who had wolf hands, I'd probably shat my pants.
I believe you.
You see him hovering over different things. We've went off from Udyr to a Kali, and we've had
I have
more
a feeling that it's still a Udyr.
I believe so.
They're fucking with us.
Screwing
with us. My bad. Excuse me.
The stream is for mature audience, I do remind you.
You have to be 18 to watch this stream.
Fair enough.
I changed that.
Okay, they're fucking with us.
For the specific reason, so I can say they were fucking with us. And they were fucking with us. That's a new deer. The question is, what is Elephant Guy going to pick?
Elephant Guy.
Oh God, please, yes, let it be a Corki.
That is a Corki.
It is a Corki.
It is a Corki mid.
This is going
Please
to have...
be AP Corki. I hope it's AP Corki.
I hope it's AP Sona. I really hope they're just being... No, they're going to be APC. Oh, wait, I said that wrong.
No, you said
Yeah,
that.
attack, power, carry, yes. It is going to be a Sona APC.
It might not be a bad idea. With the big change that they made on supports, they gave them a lot of supports, a lot more love on their AP ratio.
It really has, and I've been playing Sona ever since DJ Sona came out, so... It's...
Is it an Udyr top that would be against the Nasus?
Yes.
Yeah.
And there it is. It's locked in.
I can speak from experience.
Oh,
if that is
God.
a Phoenix Udyr, the Nasus will win. If that is a Tiger Udyr, the Udyr will win.
Really?
I can speak from experience.
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt.
You want to put money on that?
If
I will put a 50-cent donation on that.
Assuming that the two are of the same skill level.
Okay.
Well, we're gonna have to see how this turns out because it looks like we've got Graves and Sona in the bot lane versus a Vel'Koz Caitlyn, Diana against Corki. Let's see, Nasus against an Udyr, and finally in the jungle, Anivia against Rek'Sai. How do you think that Anivia is going to hold up in the jungle?
I think it's going to be interesting.
It depends how she starts out. It all depends on her start.
I think that if the Rek'Sai can counter jungle early, it will work out okay. But I do know that AVZ can handle himself in the jungle.
We do know post 6, Anivia is going to have an amazing clear because of her ultimate, along with being able to use her her ice pillar thingy, whatever the heck it's called, in order to really clear out the creeps.
All right,
One thing that I think. I'm sorry.
Nope, you're fine. I was just gonna say, we are in the delay, Tom, right now. The game has started. It is 30 seconds in. We have no way of knowing what's going on other than expressions. I will tell you that Elephant Guy isn't even sitting down right now. It's that exciting.
You know, it probably
He
makes
is
a real-
he is replacing his chair. This is up to the second updates. What is he doing? We have no idea. Yep, he's going for a different colored chair. That is a key thing when you're playing his position. You need the correct colored chair. That was a big deal. All right, so minute in the game, we have a chair switch. The other team has responded with yawning.
So I have to actually talk with the jungle main right now for a second.
What you got?
This Anivia jungle, what are you thinking about it? I think that it'll actually work out pretty well because Anivia can actually block in the creeps so that they can't attack her. I just realized that.
Well, now for the melee creeps, it'll definitely work. You know, you've got the the raptors, it'll work. The grump, it'll work. The actual blue and red itself, and the Krugs, it will all work for it. But raptors, it won't work, and the small creeps in blue and red, won't block those. It's not going to
We're
be a
getting
good
pause
first
game
ability,
yelled, guys.
obviously.
1 second.
But it doesn't matter. We're still waiting.
I know we're still waiting. I'm just being a ref. Sorry, guys. I apologize.
You're all good. Well,
Like our troll, our Sona troll is already trolling by yelling "pause game" across the room. So we'll see what that's about when we get in there, guys.
We will see if there's an actual pause.
I don't think there was.
Well, in all realisticness, though, when you think about that Anivia jungle, the wall would be a strong ability, but I don't think it's strong in the jungle. I think that's going to be a one level. I like.
Excuse me,
level 4
guys.
for a
I'm
gank.
sorry. I don't mean to interrupt you. Drop shit that else.
I truthfully believe that's just going to be a, like I said, it's going to be like a level 4 ability for a gank. I don't see Anivia coming out and ganking early. I mean, she's only got a stun.
She has a
and-
stun. A stun is a very powerful tool to bring for to a gank.
That's true, but I don't see it working level 2. Do you think it's possible?
I think that level 3 it could work pretty well, and she's gonna also bring some insane damage output. I mean, that's one of my things that I like.
Level 3 it'll be really strong, but I don't see it working for level 2. Unless she goes to gank like maybe the Udyr lane, top lane against the Nasus, all he can do is, if he takes it, that's his W for the slow. If he doesn't take that ability, he might actually be in a bind. That's of course assuming the Anivia ganks, and they do have the blue side. So if Anivia does gank via blue side, then we're just gonna have to wait and see how it works out.
Position shots. Position shots.
Fit to screen.
Base DFG made every single spellcaster good.
Oh, no, that's right. Just move the other.
Sorry about these technical difficulties, guys. Would like to say while it was taking so long to get into the game, we had one of Scrub Lord's players. The crowd is going crazy right now. The crowd of 2 people we have here is going crazy. We had one of Team Scrub Lord's competitors completely lose internet connection, so he's reconnected and he is loading in right now. That's why the game was paused. So about to be in the action as soon as the game loads, guys.
Avery, can you not?
See,
I already banned him.
the random people who just
His stuff isn't showing up. Any of the mods, if y'all see RAF2.com get posted, completely ban the person. Thank you, guys.
yeah.
Also, Carter Caramel, this is not the Avengers. You are not Captain America, so shut the hell up.
All right.
That definitely escalated quickly.
So
Yes, it did.
why don't we just take a moment to appreciate the. Let's talk about the lanes. Let's talk about top lane. What do you think about this top lane? How do you think it's going to go down?
All right. Well, the guy's got Spirit Guard Udyr, so we're going to have to go with an assumption that if he's running Spirit Guard Udyr, then that means he has at least, he's played Udyr. Most people aren't going to spend, $30 on a skin if they don't know how to play it.
Change the.
That doesn't need to be fixed.
I have no idea. I really don't
Swap
know.
over. We'll go team 1 name.
Jay knows. Jay's
Nope.
playing.
Team 1 name. Right click.
I know it is. I think we already Let me check. I think it's written down.
And our blue team is actually these guys, and they're on.
We have a pause.
What the hell?
DFG.
Lock that in. Sorry for the technicals, guys. There's stuff that needs to be set up that hasn't been done.
And then team 2 name.
So this is the disconnect that we were talking about
Properties.
that we had to take care of. So we're gonna get all that squared away and get it all fixed up, and we'll be good.
That's obviously a different shape zero. You're blind bastard.
All right. So let's take a moment to arrange these. We can't arrange.
Nope, you cannot move them.
Yeah, see?
Yes, you can.
Oh, you know. So let's just organize them all standard stuff. Throw.
We need to be more.
All right, guys. The pause shouldn't be too much longer. I think it was at 28 and something that the game finally continued.
All right. So let's take a moment to talk about these lanes. So Udyr versus Nasus.
You've had more experience on that. You have a lot of games on that since you've already mentioned yourself.
My Nasus experience, the Tiger Udyr is just going to be able to put that dot on him, and if he does a double dot, it's literally half of his health early, assuming that he builds right, assuming that he has good runes and masteries. Now, Phoenix Udyr is very attack speed reliant, which Nasus is very good against attack speed.
Direct to the camera until we. There's no point in having to keep your hand up there.
All right.
Now, and one of the other things to consider though on that Udyr Nasus lane is going to be the fact that if Udyr goes in to go after, even if he's Tiger stance, he'll have the stronger power. But Nasus can easily answer if he gets some Q stacks up with a Spirit Fire Q. If Udyr doesn't pop his shield, so that there could be some interesting trades going on top lane.
Hey guys, a little bit more of just streaming questions. If y'all want sound from the game, say yes or no. Because right now there is no sound.
I would say we need some sound.
I would say we need sound too.
So why don't we add some sound?
I'm going to, unless people start bitching at me.
Nah, we're totally gonna add some sound. Except we have sound.
We have sound on the stream. Apologies, guys. The TV's not going
Oh, we have a fight going
Yeah,
down.
we've got a blue invade already.
Sona had actually taken her damage, but do they know that?
They do not know that Udyr's standing there. Rek'Sai was forced to flash, so that's going to be very important early on.
Let's take a moment to talk about that. This Udyr is just sitting with. He started Tiger, so his next attack is going to deal that dot. So it's going to be a pretty.
Diana really, now she knows.
Oh!
Flash already forced. Corki looking for the chase. They're going to back away.
They didn't get that dot on. Had they gotten that dot on, it would have been. Ooh.
So a little bit of action going on. We lost a flash on each side. Actually, two flashes on one side. We've got an exhaust on the other that's gone. We've got a Nivea starting red, Rek'Sai starting blue. Standard moves. There's no lane swapping going on right now.
She started at that stun, so we're going to see how that works.
We're going up to mid lane, seeing how Corky's doing.
So far, Corki is perfect on CS. We'll see if that continues.
You know, we can check out Corki's items, and we can actually see that he's got AD and a Dorn's Blade, so we know for sure that's actually going to be an AD Corki in
So that's an all AD team except for the Anivia jungle. If they are able to shut down that Anivia jungle, they just need to build armor.
Thornmails, lots of Thornmails.
Thornmails is an amazing item, especially with the new buff to the jungle item. Oh, that's a level.
Level gank.
Right, just like looking good. And first blood already. Sona went down hard.
Oh wow! I see what happened there. Look at what happened. He took the red first so that his auto attacks would slow, and therefore
automatically proc his bonus damage.
It procced his bonus damage. I would have never thought of that. That's.
It's going to make it very difficult for him to come back around and gank. We can already see that he's already dropping really low taking off the drugs. But it looks like he's going to be able to finish this out. Yeah, he's got it. There's a recall.
Oh.
It's good, strong play by DFG early. You know, they've really come out and shown that they've got the power.
I wonder what those Q stacks are at. Let's take a moment to see that.
Q stacks.
All right, 21.
21 Q stacks.
That's
so far.
actually a fair bit this early, but
You know, the top lane just looks like it's being mostly just a normal game so far. They're not really looking to try to harass each other too much. And you were right on the Udyr being that Tiger stance. We'll have to see how that works out.
All I know is we can go back to mid lane real quick.
Let's see who's our mid laners.
Got Elephant Guy and Samurai Legend, I do believe. Elephant Guy has been bullying Samurai Legend
well, you
the
gotta
whole 4 minutes so far.
well, you gotta realize that the Corki is a very caster base, so he's able to spam those spells a lot.
Yeah,
Well, it just depends how quickly you can get him out there, though.
so,
His cooldown with Samurai Legend, though, it's going to be the late game. Corki's not going to be as effective because Samurai Legend won't become more tanky than Corki.
well, you do have to consider, yeah, there will be a little bit more tankiness up in the front line with Diana against Corki. But that may not matter because Diana being a melee character against Corki, it being ranged, you know, Corki's passive for a bonus 10% true damage on each of his auto attacks. You know, Diana's going to have a really hard time early on in the mid lane being able to deal with the Corki. She's going to really need some support from the Rek'Sai in order to be able to survive in this lane.
Is that the first ward?
You know,
I think that's the first ward.
No. There's
Oh.
a ward in the.
we actually have
Can
a
we
pink-
check blue team's visibility? Because I don't think blue team's placed a ward yet. Or has a ward active on the map right now.
Blue team? No, Anivia actually just placed the one up in the top side of the jungle. We can
That's
see
diamond
her-
for you.
Yeah, we can see her up here right now. She's looking for it. She just walked over that. Nope. She walked over the ward, and Diana's not
Samurai
gonna play
Legend,
around.
Samurai Legend easily saw that coming through the ward. Backs
Exactly.
off.
Ward's OP, guys. Ward's OP.
Wards win games.
Ward note feed, John Ray done.
Diana landing a good moon strike though. She's getting a little bit of harass.
Ooh,
back
that was
now.
a good Q by Rek'Sai.
And
You
the
know what
other-
makes me really sad, guys? We can't listen to DJ Sona while we're spectating.
I agree.
Tab does that. Darn. Doesn't look like it actually. I wonder if anybody on stream actually knows how to do that. Y'all should let us know.
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm sorry, guys.
Oh, it's no problem at all.
First back for Corki. Let's see what he gets. And he's straight out with Sheen. So that means he's going to be able to deal some crazy harass. He's doubling Diana's farm right now.
Some of the first items are getting picked up right now. We've got Udyr went. Udyr has a team.
Udyr wants to build that mana mute.
Is that actually a thing on Udyr?
On top lane Udyr, that is a very big thing.
Mana Meter. Now, does he have? What benefit does that really give him?
It allows him to spam those.
Oh, we got
Ooh,
a Rek'Sai
this
coming
is
in,
a-
trying to get some drops.
Interesting fight.
ABZ misses the stun.
They can tell where they are thanks to the wards.
A lot of ward covers out, not a lot of fighting going on. Nobody really wants to commit just yet. See, now this is what I was getting at with the Nasus trading. He needs that shield. Nasus has gotten his Q stacks up now. You know, and Udyr's actually had to put 2 levels into his turtle stance on to kind of be able to trade and fight back.
I think that part of that is also for the sustain in lane because that sustain is invaluable as a top laner.
It's very much so.
Take Renekton, Shin. A lot of the popular top laners really need some sort of sustain, and they are able to sustain. That allows them to just bully their lane opponent, and I think that's what he took it for, is just for the sustain.
That's very much so. Yeah. Courtney committing on the Diana. Looks like she's going to go. Nope. Flashing away. Diana almost did not survive through that one.
Are they going to tower dive for her?
I think that this may be a tower dive.
Corki wants it, obviously.
She does need to back away. If she does not back away, we're going to have a problem.
Ooh, that was a good stun, but not a lot of damage.
Yeah, there was just no follow-up. She was too far back. There was no follow-up for it.
Ooh, there's a fight down here. That melee form, Graves.
Salt taking a lot of damage, but now we've got Rek'Sai and Viv.
Oh, that is a dead.
No, AVZ with the icicle taking out Diana.
But DFG was working that good.
Now, what do you think about the Vel'Koz playing support? How do you see that working out against a Soma?
It's very low mana cost. It's very excellent harass. It's a good slow and a knockup. I see it working out pretty well. I think that the reason they did it is just so that so that they can harass the Sona. He's a very squishy character. And also you gotta take into account that it's an extra slow for the Anivia. That always helps.
Yeah, that's very true. It does seem as if their team might be a little oriented around the Anivia being able to utilize her slows. You know, we've got there's a lot of CC that can actually work toward that aspect. And Nasus is actually having a lot of difficulty. I don't know if that might be an error in our inputs. Nasus is showing only 11 Q stacks. Is that actually?
No, that's not 11 Q stacks. He is definitely at closer to 123.
123. Okay, so it's just an error in the setup.
That's a good amount for Nasus at this point.
Yeah, 123 at 10 minutes. No, you want to make at least 300 by 20 at minimum.
At minimum. My goal is always 450, but I'm sorry, I'm an overachiever, but that also means that I'm not going to come down to help y'all with Dragon, so it's got its pros and cons.
Very true. Rek'Sai looking for a gank right now. Rek'Sai might actually have an opportunity in this. There's the slow and the knockup.
Ooh.
But Anivia coming in with the counter gank.
Anivia counter gank.
Going
Oh, wow.
Icicle and the flash bomb by Corki takes out the Rek'Sai. There's 3-0.
I think they're going to be able to take this tower.
Yeah, especially with Udyr coming down from the top lane. The tower was already
And those
half
Sheen
health.
procs, too.
And there it is. First tower and first blood all going to the blue team. DFG.
That Anivia has 100% kill participation.
That is very true. The Anivia has been there every time. And blue team responding with an early dragon off of that tower as well. Rek'Sai's not anywhere in a position. They're not going to have a chance to respond to this.
I'm worried about what is that Nasus going to mean for late game.
And
That's going to be their hope. That's going to be their savior. That Nasus will allow them to solve the late game if he does it right.
we're just going to wait and see how it turns out because, you know, it's a lot of...
Another fight.
Down in bot lane.
Ooh, that...
Vel'Koz drops the ultimate. And Graves going very low.
Graves
Nice on him, but it's not
hanging on by a thread. He's wasting a lot of mana just trying to slow him and trying to stop him from... And just trying to zone the Udyr so that the Udyr doesn't do damage to him.
Yeah,
That's one of the things that is very hard to balance with Nasus, is that his other two spells are excellent for clearing minions from a distance, and they're excellent for stopping the damage, but they are really needed to... They cost so much mana that it allows him to improperly Q-step. Ooh, he's...
Corki rotating top. We've got
There,
2v1.
I think that there's going to be a dive here.
Nasus is dropping severely low. He definitely does need to come back out if he doesn't do anything.
Diana's coming to cover for him.
And now we see the recall coming in. If he doesn't get away from there, he might have a problem.
He still has teleport, so he's going to be able to return this lane pretty fast. Oh, he's still there.
Diana making a commitment. Ignite on the Corky.
Whoa, that was...
Corky's phosphorus bomb and his ultimate are really taking him down. Fight going on in bot lane at the same time. Diana backs away. Corky very low.
I can't say I agree with that flash play by Nasus. This is why I prefer Ghost on Nasus. It allows me to stick with the enemy later in the game rather than early. I know my strengths as Nasus is the late game.
Now it's going to be an interesting match, especially considering how we mentioned, we got it's a Tiger stance. I don't believe he's actually taken any levels in his Phoenix stance yet.
Well, you gotta realize. Well, you've got to realize that whenever Tiger Udyr, whenever he chooses one of the two stances, he's choosing which one is going to be weaker. And he obviously has chosen that the Phoenix Udyr is going to be the weaker. He's not going to use that all game. This means that his wave clear is going to suffer. However, his single target damage is going to be through the roof. That's the difference between Tiger Udyr and Phoenix Udyr. There's a single target or multi-target.
That single target damage almost came out, but Rek'Sai using the tunnels to be able to get away. Udyr comes into the jungle.
Nobody is clearing that pink ward that is right here.
That's actually two pinks.
Yeah, there's two pinks right on top of each other.
Let's see how long that lasts.
Ooh,
and Udyr looks like he's going to have some trouble. Nasus and Rek'Sai.
He flashes away. Oh, here comes the Diana to clear that pink ward.
Oh, wait. Are we going to get the ward kill?
There's
it is. There's the ward kill.
Oh, that's an Anivia.
Anivia and the Corky committed. And Diana taking a lot of
That is
damage.
a dead Anivia.
And finishing it with the rocket. Corky getting another kill. That's 3 kills and an assist for Corky. He's doing a lot of work this game.
I think it's fair to say that DFG has definitely won the early game.
They have earned themselves a 4K gold lead this early.
Yeah, that's very true. Just short of 4K. They're putting a lot of pressure on them. We got the tower and the early dragon. It's going to be another minute and 50 seconds before dragon comes up, but you got to expect that these teams are going to try to posture around. Team Scrubberlords has to be able to try to get pressure on this next dragon come up. They're going to have a lot of trouble.
Ooh, that Rek'Sai. Oh, that
Corky's
exhaust.
in for the commit, getting the kill. Taking a few tower shots, nothing he can't handle.
I would like to comment on that Righteous Glory on Anivia. Okay. I've never seen that. I'm going to trust Avery because I know that he knows. Oh, that burst.
Very much so. Anivia looks like she's going to have some. No, that's going to be the Graves in trouble. Graves.
Now, Anivia has turned
We got
this.
teleport coming in.
Anivia has single-handedly turned this. I think they're diving this. No, they are not.
Flash out, right through slide. Sona is living. And you want to go back and you want to talk about the oh no, Anivia, Diana making a commitment. Anivia's she's going to walk away, but we'll have to see how this works. Savage plays in it later. Now, I do want to come back to something that you mentioned there. The Righteous Glory option on the Anivia. With Righteous Glory, it's actually got a slow on it, and Anivia, everything that she does works with that slow. Granting 60% move speed, she's going to be able to charge in and then slowing, and that's her entire team. So Anivia can actually put down a lot of power on that. Corky in the mid lane is actually putting in a lot of damage on this tower. Diana cannot really respond. She definitely needs some help. We've got Rek'Sai and the bot lane moving in. And there's the attempt. Rek'Sai coming in, taking down. There's a lot of damage being returned by Corky. Maybe coming in to protect, and they all back away. Looks like we're going to have the first set of team fighting going on in mid. And, oh no! There comes the bombs in again from Corky, and the Sona drops very quickly. That's going to cause some problems. No heals for the next 20 seconds. Let's see what kind of pressure DFG can put on. The dragon is back up. Are they going to peel for that, or are they going to try to pressure mid lane? Out comes the warding right there. Looks like they're going to move for the dragon. Will Team Scrublords respond to this? Nobody coming in, no responses. Ward's there, but nobody's going to come in. That's 2 dragons. Now in the League of Tanks, we have Nasus and Udyr. We'll just sit here for a little while and see how this goes. And the final trade, Nasus takes it, drops the Tiger Udyr. Now, it kind of surprised me considering one of our other fellow casters over here who's actually away at the moment, actually felt that Nasus couldn't take on the Tiger Udyr, and we just had Nasus drop him. I believe that Glacial Shroud kind of really helped out.
Nasus can do anything with stacks. It's just that I said that he would lose early if the Udyr played right.
That is very true. He did actually say that, so that's a very strong point by my fellow casters over here. So at this point we stand. We have 2 dragons going to DFG, whose team name I cannot remember. They are 6,000 gold up, 3 towers, 2 dragons, 8-2. They're in total control of this game. It's going to be very interesting to see how it continues out. Blue being passed off to the Anivia. I kind of wonder if maybe that was actually a mistake. Anivia is very mana dependent, but Corki's also very mana dependent. They actually have a very, very mana dependent in both their mid laners and their junglers, which can be very interesting. Will they try to steal away a blue from somebody, or are they going to just try to find a way to balance? We'll just have to wait and see how that works out. What do you think?
I just sat down, and I know people were asking earlier for a bracket. One is being made as I speak, and I will be able to get that on the channel as soon as I can and get everybody up to date on that. So that is happening. I also think that, the Giraffes are just kicking ass right now, and I don't really know how Scrubboard is going to come through. I can't really think of a way for them to come back right now. It's already 21 minutes in. They've only gotten 2 kills, and they're almost 5k down. Well, more than 5k down at this point.
Well, it looks like they might have a chance right here. Rek'Sai coming in, but missing his pillar, so it looks like they're going to back away.
So it goes on. Sona going to make it up. Just completely melted by Corki. No defense at all. Sona's just so squishy. If you catch her out in the open by herself, she's done. There's really nothing you can do besides try to speed away.
It's very true. Nasus looks like he's trying to make a turn on the Udyr. Udyr's going to have to back away. He's taking tower aggro.
It's very dangerous to take a tower down with a champion like that. He can just burst you down very quickly. Even if you have someone else with you, you will still die. It just depends if it's worth it that moment in time or not.
And speaking of burst, that's one of the key reasons that DFG is doing so powerful. 6-0-1 on the Corki, finishing a Trinity Force and having a needlessly large rod. It looks like he's going for a pseudo build essentially, maybe picking up the AP with the rod for his bombs, but using the Trinity for his actual burst damage. I'm not really sure what he's doing with this item setup, but I mean, it's working, especially having 6 kills out of the 9.
I can speak from experience that AP Corki is actually pretty good. However, it's not as good in the late game. That's the thing. It's a very good bursty, just ruin your day type carry, but can't really sustain as well in the late game.
We have a huge fight going down. We've already had 4 people drop, 2 on each side. Looks like the Rek'Sai, and there it is. Anivia with the pillar getting the double kill after the Caitlyn ultimate, cleaning that up. A 3-for-2 going in the favor of DFG against TSL. So that's even a more of a gold lead going toward them, and a double kill on Anivia. That's going to really scale her off.
If we look at this,
we have a team name that just came in. called Sucks. Society of United Xylophones and Team Bob. Could one of our announcers please explain Team Bob?
Well, you see, Team Bob is being ordinarily bombastic.
Being ordinarily bombastic. I have a feeling there's going to be a Ziggs played in that game, so y'all be ready for that.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of zeals in that game. All right. Well, next game is Bob versus Sucks.
And just to reiterate, guys, we are going to be these matches are best of one. There will be a third place match played between the two losers of each game. And the final, depending on time allotment, will be either best 2 out of 3 or best 3 out of 5. Like I said, it all just depends on how things go. And Nivea with the wall getting some commitment, and Corky with the burst, but they're going to be able to back away. No real commitment, no hard CC coming out by anybody. Caitlyn being able to clear away the ward. You know, I miss the days of Season 2 of CLG NA versus World Elite, where 3 games actually took 5 to play, and we were cheering ward kills because CLG EU, not NA, I'm sorry, before CLG EU was actually, help me out here, who did they end up changing it to? Evil Geniuses, if I can remember correctly.
I think it was okay, stupid thing to say. It was Evil Geniuses because I know this because I almost bought the Razer keyboard that said Evil Geniuses, and I remember watching that match before I almost bought it.
There's that, and we got a big fight going down in bot lane. Several ultimates blown. Sona's stun went out. Graves' burst shot went out. Anivia had used her ultimate, and we've got a re-engage coming in, but nothing doing just yet on the blue side. Trying to siege the tower down. They can use Corky very well, and the Piltover Peacemaker from Caitlyn to siege the tower. Nasus is split pushing with his teleport up. Got the top tower, so that's 1 tower for the red team. Here's the re-engage by red side. Diana goes in, Samurai Legend, but she's melted away by the Vel'Koz, and that's 2 for Vel'Koz, and the cleanup by Caitlyn's ultimate. That is a 4 for 1, only losing the Udyr. And Nasus is actually recalling because Anivia is responding. That's a really bad position, and the tower down. DFG just took a 4 for 1 fight and a tower, and they're going to be stealing the blue away.
And it looks like they're rotating up to Dragon, or is Dragon just spawned? Yes.
Yes, TSL is having a very, very difficult time playing this game out. You know,
this is the movement speed Dragon.
Yes, that is going to be very strong too, getting the extra movement speed. And there it is.
That means the Udyr is charging at them that much faster.
Well, that's the 3rd dragon that the giraffes will be up. Now, Team Scrubble is not getting a single dragon. And honestly, that's one of the reasons they're hurting so bad. They weren't able to perform in the early game and get their stats up and get the items up they needed to keep up with Team Giraffe.
It's very true. And Sona, you know, she's sitting on a lot of cooldown reduction, though. She's got the Ionian Boots at 15 and the Frostblade at 10%. So she's got a decent amount of cooldown reduction, but she doesn't have any AP backing it up. She just has, you know, the mana regen and the cooldown reduction. You know, if she builds into the Athenes, then, you know, she'll get a little bit more AP and she'll be at max CDR. But will it be too little too late at that point?
Well, obviously the original plan was for Sona to go complete support and Graves to pretty much carry it all as Graves should. But obviously that was not in the cards for this game.
We got the entire blue side team, looks like they're, well, with the exception of Caitlyn and bot lane, we've got a posturing up of 2v, what looks like about to be 4. Diana making that commitment against the Udyr, but it's a lot of fighting going down across the map. Corky trying to pick up, and the Vel'Koz on the Rek'Sai. Vel'Koz looks like he might be able to tunnel out of this one, but the Caitlyn ultimate without anywhere to go as soon as he comes out of the tunnel, and that's a Rek'Sai down.
Giraffes has one more tower to get down before all that's left is the inner ones for Team Scrublord.
I can tell you in about 3 minutes there's going to be an impressive Nasus play.
Well, someone's spoiling the fun.
Same.
And I believe I see Nasus coming right now.
There's the inhibitor turret down for TSL by DFG. The commitment, Sona whiffs the ultimate.
There goes the...
Both Corky and Diana are down. Nasus is trying to dive into the back line, but he's being taken
on the
low.
back line as well. The Udyr is annihilating the back line.
Nasus flashing away, trying to stay alive.
Will he come back to help finish it off?
And there's the inhibitor, and it looks like DFG is going to back away from this one. So a 2-for-1 losing the Corky for the Diana, and Rek'Sai getting picked up on the backside, but TSL losing their inhibitor.
That's not a worthwhile play at all.
They came on the backside of that very much so. That's we're pushing a 10K gold lead by DFG.
Oh, that's more than a 10K goal lead right there.
10,300, 200, 300. You know, they're going to have a very hard-fought time coming back. You know, items are coming out like crazy for DFG here. Udyr's finished a Banshee's Veil and a Trinity Force. Corky with a Trinity Force. Anivia building tanky?
That is interesting.
That's a tank Nivea.
That's a tank Nivea.
Now, she does have some damage in, you know, the upgrade for the Trailblazer. That's the AP upgrade, so that's 80 AP and 20% CDR.
Are you
and
sure?
a Haunting
I
Guise.
think that may be the Cinderhawk upgrade.
No, that's definitely blue, my good sir.
Okay,
80
I must be colorblind then.
It's no problem. We all have problems in the world.
And
We still love you.
It's also, I'd like to point out the Luden's Echo Corky.
That's very true too. Corky, you know, started out. You know, we saw the Dorn's Blade come out, and he still has it. And then picking up the Trinity, and you know, we expected the Sorcerer's Shoes because that's kind of a standard thing on Corky as he takes down the Rek'Sai at half health. And while he's taking
here
the
comes
pros, we got Anivia rolling in, and Rek'Sai going down to the Corky bomb.
Rek'Sai really tried to juke there, like as you can see by the tower, but it was just not there.
And just too little, too late. As they posh up for this tower, you know, like I was saying, the Corky started out even in the Runes and Masteries with all AD, but now picking up a Luden's and a Haunting Guise. Looks like he's going for a pseudo build, and it looks like it's really working out, especially with the bomb. That comes a Sona ultimate, but she drops very quickly. Nasus is trying to stay alive, but just not enough going on. Down goes the
Corky.
Down goes the Corky at the tower, but that's still a 3-for-1. Corky dying again in the trade using the Valkyrie being aggressive, but ultimately in the entire trade, 3-for-1 from the Rek'Sai going down, who's now respawned, and losing a tower. The TSL is constantly losing ground.
I don't think they've successfully come in with a team fight, with a plan. They have not been the ones to initiate a fight yet.
That's very true. A lot of Sona's ultimates have all been reactive. Diana has made a few attempts at initiating, but a lot of times she really explodes right off the bat. You know, she just has not had an opportunity to get in the fight, just not really getting into items. She's got a Rod of Ages that's almost stacked up, but she's still sitting on Sword Shoes, which just got upgraded to Home Guard, and the pieces for Lich Bane. So she's only got one completed item in her build, which means Diana has not very strong presence in this game and down ADCS.
That CS difference is making a big difference. And the Rek'Sai is alive.
Rek'Sai managing to tunnel away, but Anivia very quickly clearing out that tunnel.
Coming for the 4th dragon. This is bonus damage.
4 dragons, you know, they're down in the bottom side, but they were looking for the jungle creeps. They didn't even have warding presence. So that was a free dragon yet again for DFG. We'll have to see what they do with, you know, that's a lot of pushing power now. They've got the bonus damage and the bonus creep damage going on. They're going to have a lot of pushing power right here. We'll have to see what they do with it.
Nothing yet.
Sona having sight on the Anivia and just a little love tap going
Sona
on.
obviously wanted to show some love.
It's very true. It looks like we're about to be posturing up for what looks to be a potential fight in top lane.
That was one bomb. That was a pretty good placement for Corky.
Exactly. The biggest reason why he has finished his Leandry's Torments. That's a lot of AP and a lot of magic penetration going on, having both the sword shoes. Sona ultimate comes out, locking up 3 of them, but Nasus is just trying to tank it and just cannot deal with it, not having the team there.
Base tank. He's trying. He's ready to do it.
And the burst, oh my god. And Down's about to go. Nope, the Graves has not finished away. Rek'Sai having to flash to get out. And they've cleared out another inhibitor and moving back to the middle inhibitor to take it down.
I think this is going to be 3 inhibs.
It might just be. Depends if they think they need it back for the help or not.
It's very true. That's the 3rd inhib that DFG has taken. 2 down in both the mid and top. Sona looking for a response, but nothing happening. Not having the team there with her.
Did the Giraffes lose a single member on that battle? On those, I'm going to call that one battle, back and forth. They didn't lose a single member.
No, they did not. And then you see them clearing out the scuttle up for Baron. It looks like they might actually be going for the Baron right here. Do they have the health to do it?
They're backing.
Yeah, everybody's backing away. It looks like they might all be looking to recall and pick up some items and might be actually going for the Baron. You know, they have a lot of warding down. And they have a lot of ward control on the map versus they're just throwing opposite sides. You know, with warding on either side, we're going to have to wait and see how it goes down.
I'll have to group the chat at this point. GG. And yes, it is all ogre.
Strike
With
is
a
love.
12K
Strike is
gold.
life. Yeah, I'm kind of in agreement with everything that's going on. This is going to be a matter of time before they fall in this game.
How many Q stacks does Nasus have?
We see some pings coming out. Blue team wants to go for the bottom side. They want that tower. Looks like they really want to open up all the inhibs.
I believe the game is over.
Yeah, it
We won't
does.
say who won, but we'll say it is over. We're going to be waiting to see how they finish it.
Rek'Sai with the ultimate coming out and Corky, but Anivia taking the kill. 3 assists, 2 assists and a kill right there. Rek'Sai going down yet again. And that could easily be the Baron right there, you know, without having Rek'Sai. They don't have a smite presence.
Not a single champion.
There it is. It looks like we're going to have a push for the Baron right now. Baron's already down to quarter health. Looks like Diana could not get a steal on. Blue team has the Baron. And maximum dragon buffs with the exception of the double buff. You know, they've had all 4 dragons and the Baron. And down goes the bottom tower. Sona with the ultimate, but and actually finishing off the Udyr. That might give them an opportunity. We'll have to see how this turns out. Can they actually defend everything?
Obviously not, Todd.
Hey now. We're trying to be somewhat realistic here.
I just hear.
I will be realistic. That is a 12,000 gold lead, if not more.
Very much so. And here comes the entire DFG team down mid lane.
So yeah, 13.
Looks like they're going to clear away some wards and get ready to posture up and take this down, make one final push.
It's the last inhib.
Oh,
Push to the Nexus.
And here comes the fight. And so much burst on Sona,
does
and there
Pop.
she goes. Rek'Sai looks to be the next target. He got pinned by the Anivia wall. He manages to walk away.
It's just attacking the tower. There's nothing but attacking the tower.
And the Nasus is so tanky, but he just melts. It's too much damage for him to be able to deal with. Corky picking up the double kill on Diana, and that's 3 people down. As Udyr takes on the tower.
As they turn their attention to the Nexus, and
That's going to be game 1 to DFG, 38 minutes.
And now one of your shoutcasters is going to be resigning in order to play a game. So I wish you all the best of luck.
all right, well, that's it for game 1, folks. DFG advances. Next game is Bob versus Sucks.
Yep. And
Go ahead and switch. Just go switch to the camera.
And, you know, with that game ending, I want to take the time to talk about something here. I'm actually going to pull back up the overlay. Something I want to talk about is what y'all may have seen up in the top over here. If I can find the right tab. Here we are. So up at the top over here, y'all may have noticed we have a Mercy Corps Nepal charity stream. Now, what that is about is there's a group that I am a part of called Validus Gamers, and that group is a main PlanetSide 2 game group. I don't know if any of you have ever played that game, but they are currently streaming. They are currently running a 12-hour stream where they are doing support for Nepal. This originally started out as a resignation of our outfit leader, Proverbs, but it has evolved with the earthquakes in Nepal going on and the continuing aftershocks and aftermath of everything. They have partnered with Mercy Corps in order to actually, you know, try to do some charity for that. So every donation that actually goes toward them is actually 89% efficiency by Mercy Corps. Which means that out of all the money that's donated, 89% of it actually goes straight to relief for Nepal. That's actually really good numbers, and with the amount of stuff that's been going on down there, you know, they need all the help that they can get. And I told them I would mention because I actually would like to have been there instead of here, but I'm enjoying this just as much. And so I told them, I know you laugh, but that's the truth. I really would have rather have been there, but this is just as fun. And so I told them I'd let them know and I'd put some support out for them. So if we can actually get one of the mods to type in that URL for us,
We cannot. I'm sorry. URLs are actually any URL of any type is banned
It's
in
actually
chat.
banned.
I
Okay.
do believe even mods. Carter Caramel, if you can do it, but I don't see you can. I don't believe you can see the link anymore.
Let's just test it.
It might not be clickable, but either way, next time we're streaming, if you can head over there, tell them who sent you, because I know a couple more people will be watching over there than over here throughout the day, throughout the 12 hours. So if send some people our way, we'll send some people their way. Works both ways. It's for a good cause. The ad man can. The ad man just did. So thank you.
So there you go, guys. If y'all like, while we take a break right now, I'm actually gonna throw up a host for them. So just temporarily, while we're taking a break and setting up for the new team, we're gonna switch hosts over to PlanetSide 2 temporarily, and give us maybe 10 to 15 minutes. You think?
Almost less than that, because we do have the teams already. It's not gonna be like last time. We already have the teams set up. It might only be 5 minutes because we're just switching out computers really, really quick.
That's true.
So we might not get that host in, I do believe. If we can, we will, and if we have a long break, that's what we will be doing. But as of right now, I do believe one of our shoutcasters in charge of networking today.
That is very true.
So you should go network.
I'll definitely go work on that. And Daxios, to answer your question, there are 4 teams actually playing. We are currently doing just a
Hold
one-of
that thought. Can you see this?
Yes, this is actually
This is actually the way we're running the tournament is off this notepad. DFG is advanced. Bob versus Sucks is next. There will be a game for third later on, but right now they're fighting for a chance to go to second. I do second and first right now. After this game it'll be the fight for second and third.
second and first. Yes.
Second and first.
So we only have a semifinal and a final match. Unfortunately, there are only 4 teams. Not quite as large of a showing as we've had in the past, but it is Mother's Day weekend, so it is kind of to be expected.
Well, yeah, it's going to be a short tournament, way shorter than last year's, hopefully. Last year we had to run it over a little bit due to ping. This year we shouldn't have that problem. Now, we'll be showing this notepad, this almighty, powerful notepad.
In all of its reversed glory.
We know it's reversed. We reversed the camera, so that way the dumbass streamers, they're the left from the right. Yeah. So, guys, if you give us a minute, we're getting everything set up.
And while we're taking that break, like I said, we're going to bounce y'all over to the PlanetSide 2 stream on Proverbs VG, and we'll be back in a few minutes, guys.
It's good. It's good. We're good. No, we're good.